Do most men even have the luxury to attract the woman if they
No.
aren't actively approaching or if they are not actively hunting?
Uh, no. To become to switch that power dynamic, a man needs to be recognizably famous.
Mm.
Like that's the thing that changes the game in my experience. It's not about being powerful. There's plenty of powerful people who are totally invisible. Like I don't even know their names, let alone what they look like. In fact, real power is invisible,
Yeah.
right? There's plenty of rich people whose names I know, but again, I don't know what they look like. In San Francisco, the billionaires look like the homeless people too. So it's very hard to tell the difference between them sometimes. But somebody who's famous and can command a great deal of attention for whatever reason, generally because he's competent to some extent, that flips the script and attracts the women to initiate. But as far as I know, uh, it's either you're famous on a wide scale or you're that contextual alpha, and so you get approached by people within that specific community. Does that make sense? And not every man is going to be famous, right? But every man can find contexts in which he can be a higher status member of that community. And that does help to flip that power dynamic.
But then isn't it important for men to actively practice hunting themselves before waiting for this arbitrary date? Because most men won't achieve a level of fame. Most men won't achieve a level of income to be able to garner that attention.
I see what you're saying. So, yes, in general, men, if we're talking about like pickup in real life, men have to approach the women, right? So that looks like hunting, but it's not. Hunting is, I want that particular doe. When a man gets so hung up on, I want that particular doe before he's even approached, he's fucked because any one attempt is very likely to end in failure. So, a man on some level, he gets to be with the best woman who chooses him on some level. So, he can go out and approach women, but he shouldn't really be hyper focused on any one woman because it's likely that she's going to say no. And then now where is he? So even though he might be initiating with specific women, he does so in aggregate. And he's going to move forward with the ones who respond to his advances
Mm.
because that's where he's most likely to get success. And hopefully he's attractive enough to move forward as well, right? Whereas a woman can be like, I want that guy. And they can often get that guy. Now, hunting is improved the more you understand your quarry. Like if you're hunting deer, you kind of need to know their habits, where they hang out,
Mm.
what time of day they're active, how they tend to respond to calls or to sounds. The more you understand about your quarry, the more you can set up situations such that you're functionally guaranteed of meat at the end of the day. So I often recommend that women do way more research into their quarries, like snoop on them on social media. If they actually have access to them in real life, like figure out, ask around about them, figure out their habits, their interests, their likes, their dislikes. With a little bit of effort, a woman can present herself in a way that's going to make her very attracted to that particular man.
Mm.
And if she combines that with offering a seemingly attractive, no strings attached sexual opportunity, very few men are going to be able to resist that 1-2 punch.